super fun and exciting. Notice that I haven't opened up with the waiting screen. It's actually my face. Wow. A new turn of events. I don't know why I decided to do that this time, because there's still like things I have to do while setting up the live stream. So like I probably should just like keep it to the normal stare at a loading screen thing, but you know, maybe this will help with retention. You know, maybe people will like look at the first 5 seconds of the stream and be like, look at that guy being on the screen immediately. My attention is so grabbed right now. Okay, so in today's live stream, we are going to, there's so much that I actually have to do. I should have prepared for longer before streaming. We're just gonna mix music, and we're gonna do sound design, and we're gonna make beats and stuff. It should be fun. What's up, Cordy? Welcome to the stream. Okay, I'm just finding links and stuff. Okay, let's open up Ableton, because that is now ready. And then oh Lord, there's so much I have to do. Here we go. Beautiful. Why is my webcam gone? Oh my Lord, I hate it here. See, I should have prepared. There we go. I am now here. And then I forgot I need to change this to FL Studio ASIO. Please work. Thank you. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna work on the album. We're just gonna continue working on music. Maybe we'll do some sound design. It's a late night stream. I'm pretty tired, but I felt like I need to get back into it. So, yeah. Please work. Oh, I don't want to hear my voice. Jesus Christ. I want to introduce a snare, like a super glitched out high frequency snare, just in this section over here. Maybe we can like take some. That is very loud. I know. That's not even what I want. I swear there's a certain sample I had in mind. I thought it was called Glitch Beat or something. I don't know, but we could probably just use the bird calling clap, honestly, and just make this shit something like that. And then let's get a shifter, and then let's ring modulate it, because ring modulation can sound pretty cool for high frequency stuff. And then no, I want you to be like that. And then maybe we give it one of these. And then I want to add it and give it a little bit of like modal synthesis kind of thing going, because we have something like that. I want like yeah, something like that. It's kind of cool. Hey, what's up, Zenbuild? Welcome. We're back at the music thing. We're getting back to it. You gonna make a bowl of mac? Hell yeah! This is the perfect time of day to make mac and cheese. I endorse. I want to do, yeah, a little bit of amplitude modulation. I feel like I keep trying to add some amplitude modulation to these sounds, and then later I end up changing my mind. But it sounds pretty fucking neat. Maybe... Okay, wait, if we do amplitude modulation with auto pan, how does that affect the volume when it gets quiet? When it's at max 100%, you know, auto pan is you're basically cutting out half the signal, right? Because it's tremoloing from, you know, going from 0 to 100% half the time. So it's minus 6 dB on average. But then it's panned, and pan law adds 3 dB. Because I want to make a volume compensation thing. Basically, that's what I'm trying to do. So like we can map U to U, and then we map. I want to say I probably just increase by 6 decibels. I think that'll be fine. Basically, like everything's already mixed to sound right, you know. But like if I do a bunch of tremolo or whatever, if I do audio rate modulation for the amplitude modulation, then I'm making the signal quieter, and I want to make it compensated. You feel me? That did it backwards. We want this to be 0. We want this to be 6. I have not produced music in like 3 weeks, so I'm very rusty. Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me, I think. Do I still have... Can I get the automation back for this guy? Can we yeah, let's just copy all of this and then hit Command Z, go back, paste you here. That happening the whole time. Maybe we lower it in this area too. Yeah, I think that sounds fine. And then the wub sound. So I dropped the wub like an octave over here, which like is cool. You know, it's like... Right, the wub is cool and all. And then over here we go like, but it's like too low now. Essentially, we took the whale sounds, and the whale sounds get transposed up an octave, and then we made the dub guitar or whatever reggae sounds get transposed down an octave. So we basically took our frequency spectrum and we just like moved it like that, you know? And now there's so much empty space in the mid range because we moved everything low and up, you know, that I feel like we need to compensate for that somehow. Or maybe I just like bring back more of, yeah, this was a layer. So we have this original layer. We can try bringing you back in at like a louder volume. Do you have a wave folder? What would that do to those wubs? It would. I think I've tried that before. That's a good idea though. For the issue I was describing, because literally, I mean, we lower the thing and then add harmonics back to it. Yeah, we could try. We try like sinefold warping or whatever, just in this section. Just to beef it up a little bit, just to compensate. Maybe make it just a lot more obvious that that thing is dropped. That's a good idea. There's this really annoying issue where the snare is coming out inconsistently. It's a sidechaining thing. Just sometimes the snare be sounding different depending on what other elements are playing at the right time. And sometimes it cuts through the mix in a painfully loud way, and sometimes it like sits just right, if that makes sense, which is kind of hard to deal with. Can we take you and just like do that? Okay, there's some low end happening. Is it from you? It's not from you. I'm hearing filter. How have I never heard that before? I will say, taking like a 3-week break from touching music, I'm hearing shit in this song I've never heard before. Something sounds light in the mid-highs. Light as in like not enough? Or you're hearing a thing in the mid-highs that is light. I'm assuming you're saying it needs more mid-highs? Where the fuck is this thing? It's like filtering all around. It's going crazy. Remind you, mention the snares. You're referring to the snares with the mid-highs? I am curious. Oh, is it this guy? It isn't that guy. What the fuck is the thing that is sounding bad? Is it from the wub? No way. No way. Oh. Oh my god, I found it. What the fuck is happening to you? Do we have a phaser on you? There's a flanger? Why would they do this to you? Who did this to you? Oh my goodness. You poor baby, I'm so sorry. What the fuck was I thinking? Okay. Is that? It definitely was not the snares. That sound was ungodly. I'm lost. Something sounds light in the mid highs. You thought it was the snares I was talking about? It wasn't, and it sounds ungodly. Does that mean bad? Is there a problem? I mean, if it's coming out of your phone, maybe I just don't have to matter or care about it, but also I forgot I need to turn that on. Where the fuck is it you? Okay, well, you don't seem to be doing anything. There's like a ripping sound right here that I don't like. Yeah, what the fuck is that? That's fine. There we go. Okay, it's this fucker. Oh yeah, because I nudged this. I see. I see. My bad, y'all. Oh yeah. And another thing I want to do is the vocal. We have this thing. On this ending portion, I want to form and shift the vocoder higher to make it really dramatic, to be like, hey, new section, you know? Something like that. Okay, but let's run it back a little bit. This section is kind of a shit show. Did I just break my fucking stream? What? How did I? What's going on? What's going on? Why is the stream broken? What did I press? How did that happen? I don't know. I do not know. What's up, Fortune from Within? How you doing? I know where some of the issue sounds are coming from. It's the fucking vocoder, dude. I mean, vocoders, they sound cool and all, but holy shit, do they add artifacts. At least when you're abusing the fuck out of them, like I am. I guess I can't, like, complain. I'm really doing some stupid shit with them. Like, listen to that. The fucking ultra highs there are miserable. It's fucking crazy. Yeah, I'm trying to get back into the streaming thing. I spent the past like 3 weeks just torturing myself and learning C++, like hardcore, day in and day out for like 8 to 10 hours a day, which was fun. And then I had an interview, job interview today, which is why I was doing it for C++. And you won't believe the technical question they made me do. They made me print all the even numbers between 0 and 100. I spent oh, I spent so much time studying for that and losing my fucking mind. I mean, it was good. I've learned a lot in the process, but holy shit, I just could not have expected a question like that. Not at all. Did I fuck up something in automation earlier? What did I do? The sound, this part of the song is the biggest issue. For one, I'm not happy with the switchover. Two, I'm not happy with the timbre and the sounds in general. It's kind of a cool vibe, I suppose, but it's just so different from the rest of the song. Did I do it though? Yes. Almost always hear aliasing. I have had a lot of hardware synths, and I am impressed by how people do not hear the defense when I hear a filter sweep in a hardware synth. I hear no aliasing, but in software synths, in the highs, I almost always hear aliasing. What? I mean, if they have anti-aliasing, then you won't. I don't know. And yes, I did do it. It was like I was trying to explain it to my mom. And she's been like learning Spanish hardcore, and I was like, imagine you had a job interview for being like a translator in Spanish, and then you study hardcore and try to learn the entire language of Spanish in like 3 weeks, and you study for like 10 hours a day, and it's just obscene. It's like an impossible thing to actually fully intuitively understand. And then you get down to it, and they're like, all right, count to 20 in Spanish, and that's the whole test. There was a little bit more to the interview than that. But it was just I don't know, it was humorous. It was very funny. Too much reverb. I tried adding more reverb because I was like, I want it to sound more wet, more rooming, but now it's too much, so let's just dial that shit all the way back to where it originally was. I just don't really like what I'm doing here, frankly. It's like the song the entire time is like pretty dynamic, and there's so many different layers, and it's just, there's too big of a contrast. I don't know, we go from dynamic and like there's depth in the mix and everything, and then we hit this section, it's like, here's a fucking brick wall. And like, I get the thing that it's trying to do, you know, but it's kind of boring. I need it to be less squashed and less loud, but that's like the point of the sound. I don't know what to do here. I really don't. Let's try to make a, I don't know. Let's just experiment and try to see if we can come up with a smoother, more dynamic, and still satisfying heavy bass, you know? Really? What's happening? And then what else do we want to add to this? I mean, we could try some other funny synthesizers. I keep trying to get Hyperfield to work. Ooh, I don't have the current version of Hyperfield, actually. I need to get that still. We can do Zebra. I have not fucked around with Zebra in like a month. See how this goes. Please? Pretty please? Zebra. Holy shit, the Zebra window is massive. You ever realize this? I've been spending so much time trying to fit. Maybe my issue, so my plugin, by the way, I don't know if I even announced this on stream. My plugin's out technically, you can buy it now. I made a post in the Discord, but I'm making a version 2 or like a 1.2 or a 2.0 or whatever. And I'm like struggling trying to fit all these, like I'm trying to fit a shit ton of new features just down in this little section down here. And it is a struggle trying to fit everything. But if I just make the window fucking massive, then I won't have that issue. Maybe I should just do that. Yeah, I don't know. Or at least give the option to, I don't know. But new features, fun fact, you're gonna be able to basically, as you know, normally you can split the sound into 2 different objects. I know the frame rate looks fucked just because I'm using FL Studio ASIO. It like fucks with the frame rate for a bunch of stupid reasons. Anyways, you can split the sound into the left and right speaker, but you can also split it into 16 different speakers, and then you can make them do crazy, stupid shit, and it's going to be fun. I'll show off more of that later in the stream. But anyways, I could just make the window bigger. I just kind of realized that. I'm not realized. Yeah. You always shrink it. How do you shrink it? How is this? Was this always this fucking massive? Default size. Oh, we're at 110% for some reason. Maybe I did that, or maybe it comes default at 110, which doesn't make any sense. But who knows? Who knows? Okay, let's put you here. Banger, amazing. Where are my presets? I know I go. Oh yeah, I go over here. Do I have? I don't think I have any good bass presets. They're all just like weird fucking. It's just shit like that, you know. I just make a bunch of squid sounds. I was gonna say that might be decent, but then it started screaming at me. So yeah, Hyperfield is good. Yeah, I need to get the newest version and start testing it. Yeah, none of this is gonna do. Let's it's just going. It's just going. Let's init it. Init. And then what do you do when you want a bass? You want to do some sort of like FM, right? Why am I hearing, what the fuck's going on here? When the cutoff's low, I hear the saw wave? Why am I hearing the highest harmonics right there? I mean, the FM isn't cranked that high, right? That's so weird. I guess the saw wave itself is being, I get it, I see. The saw wave itself is being used as the FM carrier, thus the filter itself is clicking, and that creates the clicky sound that we all know and love. Here, let's use this guy, and then you, where the fuck is the curve morph? Curve morph is this guy. Okay. All right, and then we use you instead. It's purring. We made it purr. It's very. Wait, why does it sound so different every time? Phase is set to random. We don't want that. Okay, and now we want to change the phase on this oscillator. How do I change the phase? Where is my phase knob? What? Is something I have to do in this? How do you change phase in Zebra? I just want to change the phase of this oscillator, please. How do I do that? We can go to you, oscillator 2. Do I have to do some stupid shit over here? Surely I'm missing it, and it's just like something super obvious that's like right here, right? I do not know. Time domain. Wait, you are supposed to be... Yeah, you are this thing. How do we change the phase? I mean, I could draw another sine wave that is phase offset. I guess, am I really gonna... I don't want to open up the fucking... Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. I'm opening up the manual. User guide. This is a manual diving live stream. I hope y'all are ready. We're returning to the good old days. Phase, oscillator phase, this voice, whatever. Okay, osc, over here, give it to me. Give me the goods. All right, we're over in this section. Now that we're in this section, I can type in phase. Middle knob, is it just the offset? Middle knob? I'm blind. I was blind. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I knew it. I even said it's probably right in front of me. That's so embarrassing. Thank you. That is embarrassing. Hey, I will say I'm just gonna blame the C++. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, this sounds, I don't know, I gotta be faster. I'm so slow right now. I'm just blowing my fucking eardrums out. That's great. Why is it doing that? See, the problem with Zebra is I end up just having fun thinking about oscillators, and I don't actually get anything fucking done. Also, the wave folder isn't sounding like how I'm expecting it to sound, which is odd. I don't fucking know, man. Make sure you change the resolution. What the fuck does resolution do? Okay, hold on. I'm sorry, I'm going back to the manual. Because I don't think I actually know what that does. Resolution, I mean, that would apply to the additive synth, right? What the fuck does resolution... updating at the rate set by the resolution parameter. Frequency of waveform calculation, usually fast enough. More CPU intensive resolution. Oh. Okay, I guess if I'm doing like crazy modulations, but that would make sense for LFOs that are moving fast. Use more compute, but you get more samples and partials that way. Increase the amount of SAMPs. Amount of SAMPs. I imagine, yeah, if you're doing filter FM with a bunch of oscillators, then it'll you will want a higher resolution because otherwise it might be like skipping. It might be cheating you. I guess, yeah, you can have it set to 200 hertz. Wait, does this mean this is like the Nyquist for like filter FM? No, I don't think so, because that would suggest that you can't filter FM with signals higher than 200 hertz. But anyways. I don't know why this lower note sounds completely different when I don't think I'm actually doing... Oh, I guess it's got the whatever it's called where synthesizers will compensate in gain for the lower frequency you go to match for human loudness perception. So the loudness is increasing when we go to this much lower note. Therefore, we're driving into the saturators differently. Yeah, we're gonna do more interesting stuff. I'm just like trying to like set up something kind of smooth sounding. Maybe we could get now some like higher frequency but light and reverbed out harmonic thing. So like this guy. I'm just slowly building this thing up. Now, what if we take this dog shit thing over here and then we turn it really far down? Right, I forgot that this needs to follow the same fucking attack as the other thing. Oh, what the fuck's going on there? Oh, I see. Why don't I like I can't speak. Ableton stock reverb, was hearing some boosting. Hybrid reverb is goated. I actually haven't messed around with hybrid reverb much. When I got into using Ableton, it was in like Ableton 8 or 9 or something before we had hybrid reverb, and we only had just like reverb. And normal reverb sounds bad. I know hybrid reverb sounds better, But I bought Valhalla like fucking 7 years ago or whenever that was the case, and then just used only that. And then by the time they introduced Hyper Reverb, I'm like, why would I use that when I have Valhalla? I spent money on Valhalla, I'm going to use that, regardless of whether or not it's better, because I am financially attached to it. Fuck it, right? I think it sounds way better. I mean, it might be making it sound worse, and I'm just, because I'm actively working on the thing, I think it sounds better, but I do think it sounds better. I think I'm making it better. So that is good. I cannot fucking do these hotkeys. Okay, I think the secret is I'm just gonna paste this everywhere, and then I'm gonna consolidate this into a group because I'm lazy, and then we're gonna split this. We're gonna turn this down by like 9 dB. And so we're going to constantly have the 9 dB drone, and then we have the volume automation that's adding shit. Some bad stuff. I think I have erosion on the kick, and at some points I can hear it to an obnoxious amount. Like some points it's fine, at some points it's not fine. Maybe you can just copy this thing over. Hey, what's up, Joshua? Welcome to the stream. Remember that live stream you were in a while back and I was like losing my fucking mind because the limiter was making the snare interact with, or like a hi-hat interact with a sub bass for some unknown reason, and I was freaking out about it. Turns out I, for some stupid reason many years ago, pressed this button here. Don't ever press this button on Ozone. It just fucks everything up in a completely unpredictable way. And that was the culprit. That was hours of suffering. Just don't press this fucking button. But yeah, nice to see you. Okay, we need to add something. I don't know. Okay, so I've had good memories, like listening to this. Like, okay, the way that I judge whether or not a song is good or an idea is good. Why is Minimeters being so bad? You're supposed to cover up the chat up there. When did I become such a terrible streamer? Today, apparently. Anyways, I've had, like, the way I judge whether or not a song is good is, like, have I had, like, a really cool transcendental whatever the fuck moment like listening to it, right? Because even though I might later on think the song is dog shit because I'll be in a different state of mind, I'll be grumpy for whatever myriad of reasons, if I've had a cool experience listening to it, then I know that it has potential. Then, like, you know, music is a experience that you can have that is dependent on your circumstances. It is more than just the audio, right? It is also what's going on in you, because music is something that happens in the brain. So I've had cool moments listening to this section of the song where it just pounds on you over and over again on repeat. And so I know the idea is good, but I've had fewer of those good experiences with this section than with the rest, right? And I think the reason why is because it's still fucking boring. Like, even though I'm deciding to do this idea of beating you over the head with this bass line over and over again, and that in of itself, the monotony and the heaviness of it leaves an interesting impact, it's still... I think I just don't like that part of it, even though that is its essence. I get bored of it. More shit needs to happen. But it's so big that other things can't really happen because it takes up all the space. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know. It is weird. Minimeter has been bugging after the last NVIDIA update for you. I haven't updated my drivers in a bit, but maybe I did. I don't... No, actually, I haven't produced music in like 3 weeks. No. I have no idea. I don't know. It just like resized itself in a weird way. But yeah, but like how the question is how if I vary it up, then I'm like straying from the vision of the thing. Then I'm making it do something different. It's not. This isn't like a mixing thing, I guess. This is a composition thing, and I don't want it to be a composition thing because I want to be done with the song. And if I make a compositional decision, then that means I'm going to be stuck deciding on whether or not that compositional thing is good for another month or 2 or 3. You know. Or I just have to figure out what cool sounds I can layer in. How can we layer in more sounds? Maybe we can grab, let's grab all this crazy fucking ear candy from earlier. Where are you? Where's all the squid and dolphin sounds, you know? Is it in Whales Part 2? It might be in Whales Part 2. No, that's not it. Where? Oh, I put it in the vocal. It's in the vocals group. Yes, this section over here. Can you vary it with effects? Keep the loop. Yeah, see, I've tried that. I've tried using like phasers and stuff like that, and different filters open up over the thing. Format filters, just auto filters opening with high resonances and stuff, and I just like wasn't really satisfied with it. I think I just have to figure out a way to add like a splash of just like this stuff. I think we're just gonna re-add the, oh my god, I already have it here. No, I don't, it's muted, okay. What's going on here? Why is nothing playing out of you? Oh, oh, holy shit. Okay, everything's a nightmare. You know, I'm just not going to touch this group, and I'm just going to copy this, and I'm going to make a new audio. See, this is called good hygiene for your project. Become scared to mess with any of the nested groups such that you just keep creating new groups, right? Right? That sounds lovely. We love those sounds. It's like my favorite part of the song. I mean, Cinnamon Guy. I feel like Cinnamon Guy has overstayed his welcome at this point. I don't know if I could bring him back and make it work, but maybe. Okay, so you are gonna get added over here. I like how that works right there. How it kind of screams out, you know? Okay, those little bits there, pretty good. Pretty good. Let's find more. What are... I'm trying to remember the names of my stupid ass samples and what I've called them, because there's certain like mud pies I have in my mind I'm trying to think about. I can't find I'm not gonna find it. Let's go digging. No. Beautiful. Yes. Yes. I fucking love physical modeling. It's so good. Where? Fuck it. These guys. Let's take this. And then we'll hit him with one of these. You were supposed to be transposed and warped. Hello? And then let's hit this with transient smoother. So I'm just gonna like disperse the hell out of it. I just realized it wasn't in full screen mode. Disgusting. You were staring at the bar at the bottom of my screen this whole time. It's kind of cool. I mean, there's so much going on that you really can't hear it, so it has to be loud. I kind of like it. Am I crazy? I mean, it is just like a clusterfuck of sounds, but I'm happy with it. You gotta fade them. Yeah, I mean, there's a fade here, and then it kind of melds into this thing. So this guy's got to be louder, I think, because this guy like kind of yells out again. You know, we have this, and then we can mute that guy. So like together we got something like that. Just make them kind of smooth, work more smoothly together. Yeah, that guy's not that great. I do like this though. Maybe change this to something else. Maybe we can hit this with a obnoxious delay. Like we can't use a delay send here because we need it to be fucking loud. Just so that it can like, wait, how do we? I mean, if I do a dry wet delay, I do want a delay send, though, is the thing. Because I don't want this to pick up the previous signal, I just want it. It's good project hygiene. We're just making more tracks. More tracks. You mute. Wait, you mute. You don't mute. What? I guess we could take you and put you there. And then... And then let's put you over here. Still not crazy about it. I'm gonna put an auto filter on it and then scoop it up probably. And then this guy can open up after this becomes a ping pong delay. Something like that. And then we hit it with auto filter, and then auto filter. We give big resonance, and then we go whoop. How's that sound? Well, I don't fucking know. And then we add a riser. Fuck it, dude. Why not? Let's grab... I mean, I always use this guy, though. I always use this riser. So bad. It's so bad. These risers are so fucking bad. And they get the job done though sometimes though. Can I do an autofill? No, there's not enough space. It's gonna be too much. Fuck it, let's try. There's so much masking going on with all the other elements that like... I mean, I'm playing like 10 things at the same time right now, so I think I can just get away with whatever at this moment. Okay, less resonance because that's obnoxious and stupid. And then let's split this with a phase offset, hit it with one of these. It's kind of bad. Wait, that might kind of be cool. Hold on. So now, I don't know, man. I'm switching up so many ideas. It does work. It does work. All right, so we have that split. Then let's lower the width so it's less stupid. It's still kind of stupid. Can we change this to a 6 dB per octave instead of 12? Or I guess 12 instead of 24? Forgot that I did this. This part is pretty stupid. Slow that. Okay, I think that's definitely enough work for now. I've changed and added so many new things to this that like it would be reckless and stupid for me to continue working on it. Because who the fuck knows like how I'm going to feel about it. I mean, I know I'm not 100% satisfied with how this works, but I think I'm going to have a better understanding of how to approach fixing, improving, making better, or whatever when I listen to it tomorrow. So we are going to step away from this song, and then what are we going to work on next? What next thing? I guess I'm back to working on this album, so we should just rotate all the fucking album songs. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Yeah, thank you, Magnesius. Are you new to the stream? I feel like I have not seen you before. And if that is the case, then welcome. And if that is not the case, then I don't know, you're not welcome? Maybe? Oh yeah, I was looking up, you're talking about these headphones. I started looking them up. What do we gotta say about these headphones? They're very heavy and they are big. This is a very large headphone. This guy has 50,500 messages on this forum. I mean, it's his forum, but that is a lot of messages. Yep, those are headphones. They're not that bassy. That's interesting. But this part here is pretty good. The dip around 1.5K is interesting. Yeah, I feel like this would be something to be very mindful of when mixing, at least. Just because this is such a sensitive region. Like, it's nice for listening, I bet. I don't even know if this is mixing headphones or listening headphones, but my opinion, this is just opinion, but you really want flatness right around 2K just because it's such a sensitive area. Oh wait, no, you're URPI. I was looking at the I just looked at the actual YouTube chat and I saw your profile picture, and I know the profile picture. Oh yeah, you did say with EQ, right? So yeah, I would say just looking at this, at least for mixing, you would absolutely want to EQ these. I like how I changed my opinion. I was like, this is just an opinion. I'm hedging myself, and then you say, oh no, it works better with EQ, and I'm like, yeah, you totally want to. I can't remember. I need to know what other THD graphs look like, but this looks pretty bad. But also, you cannot trust this forum with everything. The guy fucks up sometimes. Like, I remember I spent about the Olo Audio X1. All right, we're gonna look at that too. Olo Audio X1. What is it called? Audio Science Review. Is there no... He didn't do it. There's no review for this one. It's fucked up. I want to look at graphs. Wait. Never mind, I found it. Wait, you said X1? This is S5X. Olo Audio X1. What even is this? Let me just see. X1 Black 2024. I have seen these before in pictures, at least. PhD graph. I wanna see the numbers. I wanna look at the charts, man. DIY Audio Heaven. I don't know this website. It's a blog. It's a WordPress blog. We got something right over the ear. I mean, I would like to see the standard graph to lay this with, but it looks pretty consistent. I guess over here is kind of spotty, but everything is. So that looks cool. There's a lot of variance with the left and right channel. No, these aren't left and right. This is left and right, which is fine. It is interesting that headphones will have discrepancies between left and right channels oftentimes, especially like headphones where there's one cord that goes into one, and then like the electricity will drive that transducer, and then in a series it'll then drive the other transducer. Well, obviously there's going to be a difference in like the output, and that changes the frequency response of everything. And especially when you consider the fact that like our hearing is already asymmetrical, you're like making an asymmetrical thing even more asymmetrical. it can be kind of crazy. Because I remember I had Audio Technica one M50X or whatever those were. Everyone would recommend those back in the day. And I had noticed that, yeah, like left and right sounded like if you just swap the headphones and wear them backwards, it sounds 100% different. It sounds like you're wearing different headphones. I don't know what the fuck any of these graphs mean. Let's see, look at me. This is a seal? What the fuck? I've never seen a seal graph. I guess they're measuring. I should probably read what he's saying, but it sounds like with different amounts of like how good the seal is will affect frequency loss from the bass. That makes sense because I guess the bass is like resonating. No, there's no modes that it can trap against your. I don't know how that works. How would a headphone being like sealed against a cup against your ear result in larger bass than if it is? I mean, I guess it's still a wave that is propagating around. I guess I was trying to think of like standing waves or modes or whatever causing that, but clearly that wouldn't be the case. But just the fact that it would reflect off of the sealed environment does make some sense. Oh, you got, wait, you gotta get balanced XLR to prevent that more. Yeah, and measure them in the factory, and you get correction software with them for every pair so that they're not calibrated. I was looking at a graph of the Arias and not the Stealths. Wait, this thing? I can't remember. Oh, I thought you said Aria Stealth, and then, oh, I just found this. Maybe this is the wrong one. Oh, well. At the end of the day, I don't know. We're just looking at graphs. None of that shit matters at all, by the way. All that matters is that you know what it sounds like and you know what good music sounds like on it, right? Like, what's the legend? I think Skrillex mixed his album on, like, laptop speakers or something. His, like, first album. You don't... It really does not matter that much. I guess like better listening environment just translates you to you being able to perfect or at least get good enough mixes at faster rates, but it doesn't make it impossible to get it in a shitty listening environment, right? All that matters is that you know what good music sounds like on that system. Like when I got Barefoots, it takes a while to get used to it. My mixes were worse for a little bit because I didn't know what they sounded like yet. A Test for Everything's how Schwamp albums sound like on them. Yeah, that's pretty good. His music sounds fucking great. I mean, I always go for Tipper because I'm a Tipper stan. There's just very specific songs. Like I know how like Chrome Splat I feel like is one of the most well mixed like bangers. Dance floor super loud banger, like that shit on a good tune system is like fucking nuts. And then yeah, I have a couple like down tempo like favorites or whatever, and it's good to like cycle through albums and listen to albums that you're familiar with when you're getting a new system. Okay, let's see what this song sounds like. I haven't listened to this in like a month. I'm hearing distortion. There's like clipping, I think. No, we're fine. don't know if I made this sound worse last time or I just forgot how it sounds. But this sounds really bad. This is not how it's supposed to go. So I feel like there's like many tiny little like micro mistakes, like so insignificant and small that no one would notice or care, frankly. But I feel like if I spent hours hunting them all down and cleaning everything up in this little section, just like the tiniest little clicks and stuff, or just like discrepancies in like stereo imaging, shit like sounding like super wide and then kind of like becoming mono for a second and then wide again, shit like that. It would make the song better if I did do that. But for the most part, I think that all sounds good. This thing sounds miserable though. At least as like a downbeat. You know what we can do? Let's record out from this. And then hello, Lucy Music. Welcome. All right, and then we are going to do first. Let's save the project file because I made a couple changes. I'm gonna make a reverse reverb tail, and I'm gonna use my fancy rack to do it. Reverse reverb. What the fuck did I call you? Hello. Reverse tail group rack. Okay. So this is a cool little audio effect where you just enable all of these chains here, and then you chuck this thing on here. And what this is going to do is we're going to apply a shit ton of effects that have like time effects and whatnot. And then we're going to record all of them out to these. It's going to be good. Right. I don't know why some of them didn't record at all. Oh, they did. Everything's just lagging. My computer's very upset with me. So we basically just like recorded like a reverb or a delay tail, but with like 10 different effects. And we can reverse all of these at the same freaking time. And then we can take all of you and let's just like make you be good. Right? Isn't that quaint? And then let's EQ this to make it less bad. Kind of cool. And then let's pan some of these around, because it's like we can make this wide as shit. Cool. Okay. And then let's make this a little bit louder, and then maybe we can get signfold distortion on this. Okay, hold on. There's too much happening. What is doing that? Is you? Yeah, you sound bad sometimes, but not all the time. It's such a bad sound. Maybe we hit this with a spectral time, and then we can smooth out the transients on this too. I mean, that kinda does something. I don't know. I was copying and pasting the wrong fucking shit. How do we make this sound good? I don't... What can we do to vary this while also keeping the essence basically the same? I mean, I've tried flanging it and shit. Chorus ensemble... Where's my chorus rack? Chorus... It's called the chorus stack rack. Yes. Volume ramps, you think? My beef isn't the dynamics of it. My beef is just how boring it is. Like, if I make it ramp and volume, it's like, oh, it's just boring, but gets bigger and smaller. Like, I don't know. That's less boring. And how do we make this work? There's no way to make this work. Yeah, that's actually what we do need. I'm gonna record this out and then I'm gonna layer it. Hey, what's up, Gilp? Welcome back. Alright, I'm gonna record this. I'm gonna get some water because I'm dying of fucking thirst, and I'm just gonna record this out and you can all listen to it, and that'll be that instead of me resampling it, because fuck it, why not? Like a dog barking or something. I'm trying to octave up. Yeah, I'm gonna warp these. I'm gonna do something with it. And then just layer it with the original thing. What if we... It's kind of cool. I don't like some of it, but it's kind of neat. Maybe... kind of weird. I'm just experimenting here. This is... I would not advise anyone do what I'm doing, but Oh, let's use Soothe. So we made a bunch of resonances. We did like a Carpless Strong thing. Ooh, Bit Crush. That actually is a good idea. Let's try it. Yep, that was a good idea. Maybe no distortion, actually. I mean, it works when we listen to it in solo. We don't know how it's going to sound in the mix. By the way, Mr. Papalk, thank you for creating this flawless moment in history. Of course, I do it for free. I do it any day of the week. And now, this is now when we do volume ramps, for sure. Is this an extremely tedious and slow, painful way to make some like really basic background sounds? Yes. But I don't know, fuck you. I don't have any more reasoning beyond that. Wait, there's something really cool, but yeah, the reverse thing. Where are you? Yes, you are almost awesome. It's just the last bit kind of suck with the panning. Remember when I was talking about how there's like all sorts of little micro issues? Right? Just the panning on this sucks. See, it just like jumps to the other side. So we're just going to swap this when you get over here. And then it also is like kind of loud and stupid. So let's make it just get quiet and smart. It doesn't really do that. Is there a flatline? Why does this not do the thing that I want it to do? I don't know. There we go, that's better. See, depth, isn't that great? If someone was listening super close to be like, wow, I can hear it get quieter. Dynamics are good. there's more weird issues here. I don't know if there are issues actually. Where's the... Oh, it sounds like someone talking for a second. Oh, it's a delay. It's the shifter. We have a pitch shifter delay thing. That's not it. Where the fuck? Who the fuck? Who? Where? How? What's going on, man? Oh, that kind of does it. See, like one thing I don't really like about that is all the fucking high end. I guess I can just filter it out, honestly. It ends up sounding very saw wave like when we're looking for smooth. We're not looking for clicks, you know? But since the thing that we're applying this delay line to is literally just like one single frequency or whatever, I think we could just auto filter out the high end clicks. Except I have to know. Okay, it's it happens quick. Okay. Okay. I mean, that kind of does it, but there's so many different elements that are not behaving like the way I want them to. Where's the delay that's increasing dramatically in like one moment? It goes, you know? Where the fuck? I don't know. I'm at a loss. Hold on. It's in this group. It didn't do it that time. Okay, it did it that time. Oh, it's in the group. There we go. I'm just fucking blind. That's great. What am I doing here? I'm just increasing the dry wet. It's also, I'm moving the shifter pretty quickly. Oh, that makes it less dramatic. You do not need to sound like everything irritating you but what if everything is irritating me? Have you considered that? Perhaps I'm sounding the way that I sound because the things are happening to me. I don't know. This is just the way I am. Also, you know, I play things up because I'm streaming. When you're in a like not necessarily I'm like, oh boy, this knob doesn't work, I'm gonna yell and rant because that entertains people. It's more like I'm in a mode of consciousness where I'm constantly talking. And so when you're in that state, then when a fucking knob doesn't work right or do the thing you expect it to, you know, that little bit of irritation, it ends up, you verbalize it, right? So that kind of thing's going on. Or maybe I'm just a negative Nelly and I gotta chill the fuck out. Maybe that too. Yeah, okay, I just don't like them. They're not necessarily mistakes. They sound like whatever, but when you hear the delays take effect, I don't like the springy boing part. I just want it to just start happening, you know? And I think that's what is even causing that. It's not the dry wet. I don't know. Maybe I just do that. Like, why does this switch up so... Oh, it's because... Is it because... Yeah, okay, I think it's when the frequency shifter crosses over from positive to negative, then it sounds dramatically different. No, so there's something else going on. I think I have other effects going on I'm not thinking about. Is it a multi-tap? I don't know what you mean. It's just a delay that runs through and gets shifted up like 200 hertz or whatever. But there's a certain crossover point where it sounds like fucking dog water. I don't know. Like, where's the what coming from? Maybe it's because this stops? I think it's literally just the result of the arpeggiator. It's the arpeggiator going all the way down, and then when it jumps all the way up to the high frequency, then it, you know, like when it gets to the low frequency and then jumps up to the high, then the high isn't actually going through the delay line that much because you're only hearing the high frequencies being frequency shifted upwards, and so the low frequency note from the arpeggiator is then splashing out, and that's what's creating that effect. So it's a compositional thing that comes from the actual melody being played and how that's interacting with the pitch shifter in the delay line. I mean, that's interesting. I don't know how to fucking resolve that. Maybe that's just how it sounds. Maybe I just have to live with it. You know what you mean when you say Fibonacci delays? I imagine a delay line where the delay increases by a Fibonacci sequence, and so they like do... How would that even work? Two delay lines that interact with each other, and you'd somehow sum up both of the delay lines and then put them back into the beginning. I'm not sure. "89 milliseconds, the repeats is 80. I don't think 89 is in the Fibonacci sequence. Is it? I know, what, 13 over 8, right? 21, 34. Wait, is it really 21 and 34? Yeah. And then 55. 89. Okay, yeah. No, never mind. Never mind. I'm silly. Hold on. I heard another fucking... Wait, what was that? Okay, it's like a delay. It's you. Yeah, bro, it just squirts in your left ear for like a millisecond for no reason, and then vanishes. Goes high pitch and does that. It's very annoying. Okay, I'm losing my mind. I gotta step away from this. Honestly, I think what time is it? It's 12:30. Do I still have it in me? What other songs we can work on? Let's take a look at this one. This one's pretty nice sounding and won't make me hate myself as much. Smooth the transient on the delay, if not as aggressive attack. I mean, I can smooth the transient on the delay with spectral time, so I can, what's the word? You're effectively like convolving the signal with a sine sweep, and it makes it sound all squiddy, and then that destroys the transients because you're smearing the whole phase information. So I can like disperse it and then put that into a delay. Honestly, that might be the move. Honestly, that might be the move. Okay. I just changed the project file, so that's gone, but hopefully I remember that. Because a lot of my problems with that section come from how like clicky all the delays can be when interacting with stuff. Like the clickiness of the individual percussion, I think, isn't really an issue because it's all locked on the grid, like really fucking hardcore, right? So you don't really, it doesn't bother you. But then when you start smearing delays and doing stuff everywhere and the delays are acting on something that's clicky, then you're going to get clicks that aren't on the grid. Oh no, who could have seen that coming? So repeat this section over here. What's I doing? I kind of want to do that again. Something like that. Hey, what's up? Thomas Brock. Thomas Brock. Which one's your middle name? Or is your first name Thomas Brock and your last name is Thomas Brock? Or is your name Thomas Brock Thomas Brock? cousin's name is Preston J. Preston. I don't know why, but his middle initial being J just makes it so much funnier for no real explainable reason. It just is. Okay, I like the mix in this section. I dislike the mix a little bit in this section. Mostly I think because there's not as much stuff going on, and so maybe it's like a limiter compression thing, certain elements are really loud. I don't know. That's nice. There's that little bit there. It sounds to me like a harp, like strumming down and playing like a major scale a little bit. And even though it's really just like when it's melded with everything else, just the filter movement of the resonant bandpass filter, it sounds like a thing strumming. Like da 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 da, you know? I just realized I had a fucking... I've had so much trouble taming the transients of all the elements in this group for so long, and I've had a goddamn dynamics generator on it this whole time. Which is to say, I just have 4 auto pans. Just chugging away on it. Soothe 3? No. Like, why? I mean, I don't even know what it can do. I haven't even watched a video for it, but like, what could it possibly do that I want? I have Soothe 2. I mean, I should probably watch the video. It's a stupid statement if I don't even know what the fuck it does, but like, I struggle to think of like what... I've never used this, been like, shucks, I wish I could do something else, you know? Yeah, okay. I think this is sounding... I'm not crazy about the intro. I do kind of like what I did with just making it completely mono in the beginning. Ooh, maybe we can do some like fucked up... Actually, I think autofilter can do this. Isn't there some like... Yeah, DJ filter or some shit? No. Oh, I was hoping this could do both filters at the same time, but it cannot. So that's great. I'll just do that. You can go there. You can map to the same thing. We'll invert you. Yeah. Just something cute like that. Make it sounds kind of like you're listening to the fucking party song from Portal coming out of a radio. Portal, hold on. Portal radio song. This is what I was thinking of. Yeah, fucking banger. 18 years old. Is Portal really? No, Portal's older than that, right? Portal's like 20 at this point. When did Orange Box come out? I remember playing Orange Box, yeah, 2007. Sheesh. Yeah, I was 9 years old. I remember playing that when I was like 9. And it blowing my mind. I was so scared of the turrets because they made me bleed, and I wasn't allowed to play rated M games, but my brother convinced my mom that this is just a super cool game for solving puzzles, you know? Yeah. It still needs some work. It's kind of warbly and phasey and weird, but I think that's fine. Just some EQ and noise, maybe use vinyl distortion. Yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah. Okay, yeah, no, that's a good idea. Just because, especially, this is gonna be the intro song on an album. Hold on. Jesus Christ. It didn't do the thing I wanted it to do. Also, I put this on the master, so I'd have to put it outside of the master and then add a thing. But yeah, this is going to be an intro song on an album, so I think like this as an intro is pretty nice. I guess another thing we can do, we can use you and set you to vintage. No. Noise. Vinyl dirt. My favorite kind of dirt. The vinyl dirt. So even though these are wavetables, right, it's just playing a wavetable of a thing. The tech is you make it really low. Right, and then you just chuck a fucking LFO on it. You know the people behind it? Neat. Yeah, Oak Sound, they are good. I like, I use Soothe a lot, and I use Bloom a fuck ton. I think Bloom is very good. How do I... Yeah, I know Soothe 3's out, but I'm like... Okay, let's find out what Soothe 3 does. Let's find out. No, stop. Soothe 3. Okay, just show me.
It's with great pleasure and after a ton of research and development that we're releasing Soothe 3. This video is meant for the teachers. We completely redesigned the algorithms that Soothe uses in this third iteration. Our goal was to provide the most transparent resonance suppression possible, while also honoring the legacy of Soothe 2 and its creative applications. The soft processing mode in Soothe 3 features a fully adaptive threshold, which means that it's independent of the input level. In this mode, Soothe detects resonances and frequency buildups by their relative strength against the whole spectrum. This algorithm sounds more musical with fewer artifacts than Soothe 2. It's designed to stay as transparent as possible, even with higher depth and detail settings, preserving the character of your sounds.
You switch it up so easy, love messing with my feelings. You switch it up so easy.
Depth and detail.
Love messing with my feelings. You switch it up so easy. Love messing with my feelings.
The soft mode is
honestly, I'm so bad at I never mix vocals, so like oftentimes when people are demonstrating stuff on vocals, I just don't know what to hear.
great for all-around use and can handle cases that previous versions of Soothe would struggle with, like providing a
I want those speakers so badly. This is the speaker I want. They're like $10,000 for a pair.
steady reduction of the proximity effect in a highly dynamic vocal track. The hard processing mode in Soul. This mode features a more compressor-like behavior that's familiar to all Soothe 2 users. It works well when a firmer control of the sound source is required. Hard mode is now also the go-to mode for the classic sidechain tricks people have used Soothe 2 for, with high depth and detail settings in territory. In this mode, the latency drops down to 0 samples on base sample rates and around 1 millisecond on higher sample rates. We focused heavily on incorporating use. This knob controls how narrow the cuts are that Soothe 3 makes when cutting resonances. In soft mode, high detail settings also...
I mean, the only thing that I think is interesting thus far is it working spectrally just in general, regardless of the volume. I guess it's like, I assume it's just like compressing the input signal and then working on it. Or using that as a basis for how to cut. That bit is cool for sure. I probably wouldn't use any of the other features that are shown so far.
With resonance detections. You can now create up to 8 bands on the depth curve by double-clicking anywhere on the reduction graph. Creating sharp nodes also increases the detail in the area of that band. For those who want to use Soothe more selectively, a new bandpass node...
I never need to use Soothe this precisely or selectively, you know?
lets you quickly process only the frequency ranges you need. Timing constants and sharpness detail even sharper for only the high frequencies, or make the attack a bit longer for just the low frequencies.
I probably wouldn't use any of this.
We've also included a new parameter called max cut. It allows you to set a maximum cut level in decibels.
Like it does what I wanted to do so quickly and so easily that like I wouldn't finagle around with all these super precise controls to try to get exactly what I want. I would just like throw the stock setting, adjust the little knob, the main curve, and then I would be happy probably. I don't know, it just doesn't...
This is useful when you want Soothe to work more aggressively with higher gain as an option in the quality settings. This will increase Soothe's latency, but can be useful when running Soothe in parallel, or with unlinked stereo settings to prevent too much sway in panning. However,
$259, Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, it was already 200. I'm not getting it. Yeah, nah. I mean, the being independent of input gain bit, that's cool. Honestly, I don't think I even realized previously that it was dependent on input gain. Which, if anything, just made Soothe 2 feel worse. But, I don't know. Okay, I'm just about done, but I do want to show off what I've been up to with the newest iterations. I'm making an update for the plugin. UI is fucked right now. I'm still figuring out what I want to do with the UI. Oh, let's change. I need to change my. Let's just go to MME DirectX. Okay, so I'm just gonna set this to exit in. Yeah. And then I'm gonna record myself talking for a little bit, and I'm gonna open up this plugin, and using the recording of my voice, I'm gonna compress the hell out of it, and then I'm gonna pan stuff around and show you some cool effects, right? So that's enough of me yapping. We got this now. And then I'm gonna record myself talking for a little bit. Yeah. Why does it sound like that? And then I'm gonna. Oh, am I using a shitty microphone? What's the shitty microphone? Oh, I'm using my. Wait. Why does it sound so bad? This should be coming from the Rode. I don't know. Anyways, that's irrelevant. The recording of my voice. So we have the recording of my voice. I'm gonna go press the hell out of it, and then is it bugged? I can't even tell. I'm tripping right now. The point is the recording of my voice. The recording of my. This sounds fucked. And then I'm gonna. Okay, something was fucked up there. I think it's because it's on exit in. It was like recording again over. I don't know. And then I'm gonna. There we go. Myself talking for a little bit, and I'm gonna open up this plug. Okay, so we can pan the sound around, right? This is neat. We're all familiar with this. And then I'm gonna record myself talking for a little bit, and I'm gonna open up this plug. Right. Now the new features I'm adding are, we have stereo orbit where you can have the sound spin around. And then I'm gonna record myself talking for a little bit, and I'm gonna open up this plugin. And using the recording of my voice, I'm going to press. Right, that's fun. Now we can set this to be something with 15 nodes. How quaint. And then I'm going to record myself talking for a little bit, and I'm going to open up this plugin. And using the recording of my voice, I'm going to press the hell out of it. And that's enough of me, I think. I'm gonna record myself talking for a little bit, and open up this plugin, and using the recording of my voice, I'm gonna press the hell out of it, and then I'm gonna pan stuff around, I'm gonna pan stuff plays back, so that's me, and then I'm gonna record myself for a little bit, and I'm gonna open this plugin, and using the recording voice, press the hell out of it, and then pan stuff plays back, so that's me. And then we can change it to this. I'll show you some of the I'm gonna pan stuff around and show you some of me yapping. Cool effect. Record myself. And using the recording of my voice, I'm gonna go press the hell out of it. And then I'm gonna pan stuff around and show you some cool effects, right? So that's enough of me yapping. I'll record myself talking a little bit. And I'm gonna open up this plugin. And something's not working right. Everything sounds like way too compressed. We stay on the Virgin leg. We do not need all these advanced settings. Yeah, no, Soothe 3 not really needed. Something doesn't sound right. I think it has to do with recording. Record myself talking for a little bit, and I'm gonna open up this plugin. And anyway, so we can pan basically 16. Record myself talking for a little bit. 16 different versions of the sound around, and there's a bunch of different nodes to make it go all super crazy. So we can like record myself, and then we can delay each of them by a different amount. And then you can also tune all of them differently.
And using the
Recording my voice. So like that's kind of cool. Let's take let's just get a wave table. Just a single note. Something like this. And then let's put this guy on that. Oh, I know what the issue is. I have on the master. So basically everything was getting compressed and limited to hell because my master is stupid on this project file. That's why everything sounded like shit. Anyways, so you can pitch bend all the different nodes by different amounts, which is kind of cool. And then we can like make this, let's make this look like you. And then what else we got? More noisy stuff. So each of the different modes just has like a bunch of different ways you can pan all the things around, right? So we can put this back on this guy. And using the recording of my voice, I can press the hell out of it. And using the recording of my voice, I'm going to press the hell out of it. And then for using the recording of my voice, I'm going to press the hell out of it. And then for a little bit. Where were some cool ones? Oh yeah, this one's pretty neat. If we turn this guy off and then slow this down. And then I'm gonna record myself talking for a little bit. And I'm gonna open up this plugin. Using the recording of my voice, I'm gonna press the hell out of it and then for a little bit. And I'm gonna open up. So like as they move through space, the delay time changes. You can hear interesting sounds. For a little bit, and I'm going to open up this plugin and using the recording of my voice. Oh, this is a cool one. We can set this to conga line. And when you're in conga line, basically, whatever the pattern is that you create with these LFOs, right? We can make this be sine wave with one. There we go. All of the nodes will follow at different phase points. So let's make, why is this shifting over time? Rate should be the same for both. Something doesn't sound right. I could just be sleep deprived. It's fucking stupid. Why isn't some shit's not working right? I don't know. Anyways, it's a work in progress, but you could see, I think you can see the vision. Not the greatest demonstration of the sounds. I was getting, I don't know, I gotta figure out what's going on. Maybe it's just a skill issue right now and I'm sleepy. But you can see the dream. So now you can split your sound into 16 different nodes, and then there's just a shit ton of different ways you can make them do crazy stuff, right? So like if we turn this off, you know, you got a double helix, or a single helix rather, and then you can make the single helix spin. How cool. Yeah. Okay. I'm done streaming. I'm sleepy. It's 1 a.m. I will probably not stream tomorrow. I don't know. I think I'm going to be busy the next couple of days, but I'm going to try to make streaming a more regular thing. Again, though, honestly, depends on what the situation is with the job interviews I've been working on. So if I continue to the next round, then I'm probably going to hunker back down and then just do nothing but learn C++ for another couple weeks or whatever. Yeah. All right. That was fun. I hope to see y'all later. Yeah. Take care.